Is Sir Keir Starmer about to ban X from Britain? He said he's keeping all options on the table, which would include a ban because of AI-generated images of women and girls in bikinis, which is obviously disgusting. But just to articulate to you what Grok, which is the AI feature, can do, here is a picture of me on my wedding day. I believe we can bring up. There you go. Right, there you are. Thank you very much. Love it. No, you're not impressed? I thought it was good. All right. Well, if you're impressed by that, get ready for this, because here's what Grok does when you ask it to put me in a bikini. Oh, they took it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now, all right, Jamie, all right.
Nothing like
Yeah, you can tell it's AI, can't you? You can tell it's AI. Anyway, now, right, obviously we're kind of joking about it here because it's me, but there is a very serious undertone to this, which is clearly that women and girls and all of that kind of stuff is being used against their will. But I don't really think it's about that kind of stuff for Sir Keir Starmer. I think it's more about this. Elon Musk has called Starmer two-tier Keir, accused him of being a dictator, called for him to resign, and of course it was Elon Musk who helped pave the way for the Pakistani rape gang scandal inquiry and said that Starmer was, quotes, complicit in the rape of Britain. He also said that Starmer should be in prison. So lots going on there from Elon Musk, isn't there, really? In response, Sir Keir Starmer accused critics of spreading lies and misinformation, claimed he tackled the prosecutions head on. But if it wasn't for X, Keir Starmer would be able to get away with fudging the truth to us continually. So Starmer's tweets are regularly fact-checked and community noted. So here's some just from the last few days for you. There's one about Starmer claiming that rail fares have been frozen, but it doesn't actually, it turns out, apply to all tickets. So there you go, we got community noted. Starmer boasted about bringing your energy bills down. Well, even when they do come down, apparently they will still be higher than they were when they came to power. Starmer can't even tell us the whole truth about bus fares. He proudly said they've capped them at £3. Well, thanks to X, we can see that it was his party that actually raised them by 50% and then capped them at £3. So not really telling us the full truth. But when Keir Starmer said that he was delighted that the Egyptian extremist Alaa Abd El Fattah was coming to Britain, it was people on X who found his profile, found his tweets about killing white people, police officers hating Jews. So that's really how we found out about that, wasn't it? If it wasn't for X, maybe we would have had to have just relied on people reading newspapers a couple of days later. Anyway, Musk has said that he'll limit the use of Grok's undress feature to paid subscribers, which suggests that if anyone abused it, then obviously they could be easily identified and prosecuted because you have to give all your details if you are a paid subscriber. Starmer said it's insulting and it doesn't go far enough. Well, now President Trump's allies are threatening sanctions against Sir Keir Starmer. And just as I was waiting to come on air and see you lovely people this evening, I had a look at Elon Musk's Twitter feed, X feed, and he said that Sir Keir Starmer will do anything for censorship. So they're at war, aren't they, really? Yeah. And today, the Politics Home website published leaked WhatsApp messages showing Labour MPs urging the government to delete its official accounts on X, which is hardly a shock, given Wallace without the grommet said this at Labour conference.
Elon Musk.
Get the hell out of our politics and our country.
Get the hell out of my country, he said. Anyway, if it wasn't for X, we wouldn't have known exactly what was going on in Iran last night. And it is actually X-users who first raised the alarm about the Ethiopian sex offender from the Bell Hotel having been accidentally freed from prison. So X is Sir Keir Starmer's worst nightmare. It's a platform for free speech. It's often a platform for the truth. And if Starmer bans it, as far as I'm concerned, that would make him a dictator.
Hello, I'm Bev Turner. Now, it can feel like the money in our bank accounts at the moment does not keep up with the cost of living. And maybe there's a solution. I'm here today with the CEO of TallyMoney, Cameron Parry. Cameron, what is TallyMoney?
Well, Bev, with TallyMoney, you get a current account and a debit card, but instead of pounds, you use milligrams of gold as your everyday money.
So why gold?
Gold traditionally is a great store of value. It has, on average, gone up at over 11% per annum for the last 25 years against the pound. It's tripled in value in the last decade. And in the last 2 years alone, it's increased by 50% against the pound. Banks' savings products just can't compete with that level of growth.
But this isn't just about gold. This is about a currency that you guys have created at TallyMoney. Explain it to me as though I'm an idiot.
So, look, people need to be able to hold their earnings and build their savings in a money that retains its value and remains in their legal control and remains theirs to access, away from government control.
Great. You had me at not exposed to government control.
You should feel safe and happy with your money. You should have peace of mind the more money you see in your bank balance, and that's the type of thing we're trying to deliver and give people choice in the type of money they get to use every day.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Cameron. Thank you.
Let's get the thoughts of my panel and, of course, crucially, my wonderful live studio audience. Christo, your views on banning X?
Well, I saw something I didn't like on television last night.
Yeah.
Actually, I really didn't enjoy it. It was, EastEnders. It's not very good at the moment, actually. So I think we should ban television. I really do. I don't want any more television at all. And sometimes my mum annoys me on WhatsApp, so we should ban WhatsApp, without a doubt. I'll ban my mum. Yeah, but I dare you to say that to her face.
I would never.
They're so stupid, aren't they? Because Keir Starmer has given umpteen speeches about how fiercely he protects the core value of freedom of speech, before then saying that he's not going to rule out banning X. So he's either really, really thick, or really authoritarian, or a bit of both. And I'm not sure which one it is. Of course they hate X, because most of them call... Is that someone's phone I can hear? No. I told people to turn their phones off, Patrick. I did.
All right, it doesn't matter.
Ban that as well. Ban phones.
No, it's Keir Starmer. He's called up and he said that he's going to report you.
He's going to ban that man's mobile phone. And so I cannot get my head around why they would do this. But the only thing we can reassure ourselves in, OK, is if the ban is decided on, he'll U-turn on it 5 minutes later. So don't worry.
That's true. Okay. Your view before we go to the audience.
I think it's very clear why Keir Starmer is considering banning X, or at least telling Ofcom you can have all options on the table, which we know what that means. Is he does not care about free speech at all. And he is the one who, as you've shown, Patrick, keeps on getting community noted. He hates X because he is criticised so much on X, and everything he posts, he gets exposed by the community notes and everyone on there about what is going on. There you can get the real news, often very quickly, far quicker than you can on news websites. And it's an important place for free speech, and he simply does not like that. And when he sat in the Oval Office with JD Vance when he first met Donald Trump, and he insisted, I'm really proud of the free speech that we have in the UK and it's always going to be here, we all knew he was lying through his teeth. And then we had our Bev Turner questioning him when he was right next to Donald Trump about free speech, and he says the same rubbish again. But we can clearly see he's not being truthful about it whatsoever. He would have told Ofcom, make sure you do not ban this platform and you keep free speech protected in this country, if he really cared about it.
OK. All right. Let's go to the audience. First question of the night, I believe. Stand up. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for coming. There he is. Good stuff.
Good evening, buddy. Good evening, Patrick.
What do you want to say about the potential ban of X?
Right, I've just come back from America, and just a quick one before I ask my question.
Yeah.
Most of the American public is solidly behind Donald Trump. What he's doing and sticking up for the general public and patriotism in America. Starmer's reputation in America is terrible. People reckon that he swerves more than Lewis Hamilton, right? Honestly, they've got a nickname for him in America now. They call him Britain's answer to the real Slim Shady, right? The guy is totally out of order, right? Question time last week, he wouldn't answer a question. He just swerved it all, even when Keamy Badnick was asking it. Stopping this business now with X is yet another way where Keir Starmer, he can't answer the questions because he's always wrong. So the easy thing to do is stop everybody answering the questions.
Okay.
No questions, you don't have to answer.
So you don't buy it that it's over this AI stuff, basically?
All he's doing is trying to stop freedom of speech. The reputation is extending itself all over the world.
OK, thank you very much. Barry, what would you like to say to this then? Do you think that he will go ahead and ban it? What do you reckon?
Well, look, I'm in favour of two things. I'm in favour of free speech. I don't particularly like X. I think actually it's become a lot more toxic since Elon Musk took it over. But I use it. sparingly now, and I certainly don't want to see it banned because I do believe in freedom of speech. But I'm also in favour of the law. And the law in this country says that you should not create and trade sexualised pornographic images of children. And earlier this week, what precipitated this was that the Quango that oversees the internet found that Grok created images of pornographic images of children were trading on the black web, on the dark web. And so what was said was, look, this has to stop, and the powers that Ofcom has is, if they don't stop it, ultimately they could close X down because that's the platform on which it's being traded. Now, what you rightly said Musk had done was he changed the thing, and he'd said, well, we'll only allow you to create these images if you pay for them. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. I don't want, child pornography at all. I don't mind it. It's not a question of whether you pay for it or whether you don't.
I'll just say the point with that, Barry, would be that if you pay to be a subscriber to X, you have to give your name, your address, I think a proper picture.
Yes, you could be found out, Patrick, but the point is this: don't give the burglar the tools to burgle your house, and say, oh, don't worry, it doesn't matter because I've already taken his name and address and I can always nab him if he's caught. This is about child pornography trading on the deep web. The law of the country says no, and that's what I'm in favour of.
Jamie, do you buy that that's the reason behind this? Because there are loads of I don't want to give anyone any ideas, right? But there are obviously loads of other platforms similar to Grok that actually do the same thing, and doesn't seem like he's going to ban them.
Of course I don't buy that that's the Prime Minister's genuine excuse, because if this Prime Minister genuinely cared about the safety of children, he wouldn't be importing unvetted men on a daily basis to this country, coming to a hotel in your town to sexually assault your daughter and worse. That is what's happening in this country under this Prime Minister. If he cared about the safety of children, that would be his number one priority. But Patrick, scumbags that access this awful content use laptops, use phones. You don't go banning laptops and phones because scumbags use them. This is about a Prime Minister that has never been more unpopular. He is in the most unpopular Prime Minister in history, and he acts surprised. He acts surprised. Well, let's just remind people, he is surrendering British overseas territory for no good reason. He is bending over backwards for Brussels, which is a betrayal of the mandate that the British people gave him when we believe in Brexit. We believe in Brexit as a country. The Prime Minister doesn't, because the Prime Minister doesn't believe in anything, Patrick. The only thing he believes in is what his North London, Champagne socialist members think. He doesn't care about working people. He wouldn't go attacking our pensioners in his first political decision in office if he cared about people. He wouldn't be attacking pubs. He wouldn't be attacking high streets. The country is in an absolute mess. And when he is called out about it on X and any other social platform, it's happening on Facebook, it's happening everywhere you look. People are so frustrated, and they are politely proving to the Prime Minister that he is a liar, because he is a liar and a fraud of a Prime Minister. And when people call it out, he doesn't like it. Neither do many, many of his ministers, which is why they avoid accountability at every opportunity. And if the Prime Minister wants to start messing about with our free speech, the British people will not tolerate it.
OK. We've probably got time for one more audience point on this if anyone wants to do it, or are you saving yourselves for the next one? Any hand's going to go up? There's a chap on the front row. Get this microphone to him. Pass it down. Pass the parcel, but it's a microphone. Good lad. Hello, sir. How are you?
I know in America it's true, and I'd imagine it's the same in this country, that the vast majority of, for example, drug deals are arranged on Facebook or Messenger.
Right.
And we don't go around banning Facebook. I mean, the logic would follow that you'd have to ban the whole platform, but as you say, it seems to only be X the Prime Minister has a bit of ire for. You know?
So you're basically not quite buying this excuse. Obviously, I think we're all in agreement that these images are awful. I don't think we need to keep explaining that, do we? No one likes that kind of stuff. However, you don't really think it's about that, do you? Do you have the impression it's more?
No, I think the images, and this is just the issue he's using to get X, more over-regulated or banned entirely in this country.
All right. Well, those are your views. We'll have to see what Elon Musk does. I mean, he seems to have clamped back on Sir Keir Starmer tonight. Don't know what sanctions America could have on us, but I wouldn't particularly fancy being sanctioned by them, to be honest with you. But there we go. Anyway, right, good start, guys. Thank you very, very much. We've got loads coming your way. I do have to tell you now, though,